Brothers and sisters, take a little time to really look at one another, then ask yourself, can we really afford to lose one another? We must understand that we are all we got. We're forgetting our past, blinded by crack and gun smoke. We must turn that mess around and make the other man choke. Down in flames, like the Hindenburg. One day I opened my ears. You wouldn't believe what I heard. They say your word ain't. See, you promised us great things, but only giving us a little bit. I keep your promise is dead, but I'm not even gonna set it.
Great Imani. Are we ready? Are we ready for next week? Next week has been uploaded. See you at 5:45 in the morning. I'm getting ready for the other show. But hey, you still talking loud. I never get out but with a man because I under the great master plan. Oh, you have forgotten the last cruise we took. We ended up picking cotton. Out like a sucker, but I survived. The take was mine, your mother. Your debt to us. Go ahead, I see, boo. God damn! This shit aged well, dog. This out of all the whole album, this shit aged the best.
So the mess you bumped up is the mess you're gonna have to face. See why I'm so upset? Because you
brainwash my people, talking down the side of your neck. Let's get it. Let's get it. Are we ready? Are we ready? Unleash the hounds.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
What?
Take your breath. Drink. Drink your water. Breathe, then drink. There we go.
Now,
grab your glass for some water.
grab your glass
Lift your pitcher of that water.
or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water.
Simply
pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your
Let's
ancestors.
toast.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, drink, drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Pour it.
Move your body.
Move.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. Oh, man. Oh, man, family, I'm so hyped on this great Imani Day, and I always have to say it is a privilege to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, in the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and of course you know that we are on the Imani Toast. We celebrating the moment of Imani. Give Imani and all Imani babies a round of applause. Come on now. Give it up. All those Imani born. Of course you know that this is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. We blowing them up. We blowing them up. Family. I gotta keep my word. So anime. Why is this open? Gye-Nyame kids. Bam! There you go right there. Bay New Health. CMOS, Bay New Health. CMOS coming near you. Coming to a place near you. Oh my God. Bay New Health. Be on the lookout. Gotta make some adjustments. Hey! But yo, it's on and it's popping, and that's all cool. Alright. So we also have Little Booty Matters. Right? Little Booty Matters. LBM. For short, LBM is one of our sponsors. And what is Little Booties Matter? Little Booties Matter is a movement of small, petite women who are designing lingerie and underwear for themselves, right? You can find them at Lil Booty Matters. Little Booty Matter, Ohio.com. And they spell LILBOOTY LILBOOTIESMATTER.com. No, my fault. Ohio.com. Let's do it again. LILBOOTIESMATTER. Ohio.com. Right? Go and check it out. Check out their site. They got some nice stuff up, and go on and support them. Let them know that you heard about them through Gye-Nyame Journey. But then we also have another entrepreneur in the house that's supporting us. Go by the name of Blossom 7 Creations. Blossom 7 Creations. You can get your elegance accentuated by going to her site, Blossom 7 Creations. Check out some of the stuff that she offers. She do handbags. Here's a clutch purse. My kids is killing me. God damn it. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. All right. So I didn't give the clutch purse to one of my girls because I got to get some more for some. So I'm gonna just, matter of fact, I'm gonna go order some today. Hell with it. We gonna order some today. So I can go. But anyway, this is it. Wow, she does stuff like this. She does jewelry. You gonna check her out at blossom7creations.com. That's blossom7creations.com. Or you can reach her at 773-614-7278. That's not that COVID. 773-614-7278 or 773-614-7ART. If that makes it easier for you to remember. We also have DDWs, floors, and more. Family, if you want some help with putting up drywall, you need some help with painting, you need your floors because their specialty is floors. You need your floors waxed. You want them shiny. You want to be able to see yourself as you walk down your beautiful hallway. Then you need to get in touch with DDWs. Floors and more. You can reach them at 614-735-4168. That's 614-735-4168. Hit them up. All right, so, of course, you know we're going to be coming today from the Warriors Handbook to Life Journeys. We are in here, and we are going to do one of the major stories for Gye-Nyame, because I know some of y'all might have been waiting and wondering, because I'm always talking about make it happen, or if you've been in meetings with us, and you wonder where this concept, where this idea came from, you know. It's bigger than Nike and all that shit for us, you know what I'm saying? It's part of our lore, and I'm going to share that with y'all today, but before we do that, Sister Kill, you know what I'm saying, blessed us with another bottle, and this one is the Baobab. The Baobab, right? So we're going to go on and we're going to sample the Baobab. Now, for those that don't know, y'all need to look up what the Baobab is. Now, so like I said, they made this one in America. You know what I'm saying? Because they have not been able to import the stuff yet. But, you know, like I said, they working on that. And as soon as we get word of it at Gye-Nyame, we're going to try to make some available on our sites and stuff like that for you. But we are going to sample the Baobab. What just happened? It just said I went offline. What happened? Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2. Why is it saying I'm offline? Oh, I'm back up now. It looks like I'm back up. What's going on? This ain't right. Y'all get that right? So anyway, yeah, they dropped me for a second. Ain't that something? What? All right, but anyway. So we are going to try the Baobab. Let's go on to get it. We're going to put that down. We're going to go home. I mean, you know, I live with a real wine drinker, y'all. I live with a real wine drinker. Ooh, man. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that there. Man, bring that thing out. Man, that's nice. Like that. All right. So we got it. Okay. I ain't got no cologne on, but it has a beautiful, as they say, a beautiful bouquet. Let's go and see how, Oh, it makes a nice little sound. Pours good. Let's see here. All right. Okay. We about to sample the baobab. I'm trying to say something so I get it over to brother. The Black Yoda. He want to sample some too. Of course, I'm doing the best. I'm trying to hold on to as much as I can, man. But it's hard. Okay. Baobab wine. That's a grand idea. Look up the health benefits of the baobab. Hold on. I don't think it's going to be any of this left for you, Brother Kwame. I'm sorry. This shit is gum licking good. Hold on. Baobab. Yeah, we're going to do the toast with this. Hold on. Baobab wine from Senegal. Woo! I feel a buzz coming on. Whoa! All right. We're going to do the toast with it because Baobab is a health drink. We're going to do a toast with it. Oh, man. But hey, here we go. Now, before we get to the toast, y'all know what we got to do. Don't get, look at the ambrosia bubbling up. I'm telling you, it's alive, man. You get jealous. Look at it, all jealous. Don't get white around the edges. You ain't losing your job. But here we go. All right, so we're about to get into the rant for the day. And, of course, we're going through the Warrior Handbook for Life journey. Of course, I'm adding my commentary, you know what I'm saying, as we walk through the book so that, we can open up some doors for some understanding about the Gye-Nyame tribe. Some understanding about the Gye-Nyame tribe. So this thing is going to be broken up into 2 sections. I don't like that. Hold on. So now I'm going to have to download it. This is why I'm doing it like this, because I don't. So now I'm going to have to download it. So now I'm going to have to download it and splice it together. So let me go and download this one now. God damn. Full video. All right, but the Spreaker is still up. Yep, Spreaker's still running. So, no, I ain't got to do that. I know what I'm going to do. Very simple. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Part 1, part 2. We ain't got time for that, right? Part 1, part 2. That's what we're going to do. Anyway, so, we are coming straight from the Warrior's Handbook for Life's Journey, the Gye-Nyame method. I'm sorry, this shit is calling me. Okay. Now let me get back. The Warrior Handbook for Life's Journey. Here it go right here. I'll post up a link possibly for it so that you can get it. If you are a G&J media supporter, G&J.media supporter, you know what I'm saying? This is already in your library. It's been in your library since we started the support piece, right? Unless you gave cash directly to one of the members and didn't want to get on Gumroad, then it's not, you know what I'm saying? So we have to go about other ways of getting you a copy, you know what I'm saying? But all the supporters, we would love for you to have access to all of our stuff. But Anime, if you would, can I get the war horn, baby? Hold on. Anime, can I get the war horn, please? Got the war horn. And y'all already know that I'm what? I'm thinking all the time. You're goddamn right. Get my timer on, anime. Let's get it. All right. So now we are still dealing with the stories or the myths or the legends of Gye-Nyame journey. So we're gonna start talking about some of the other players, because those that are on the fringes of Gye-Nyame know about G, but they don't know about other individuals that may play a major factor in Gye-Nyame. They don't know about other mythic members, right? So one of the questions in the future is going to be about who are the mythic members, who are the other mythic members, who were G students, because G had direct students that it was there. Kwame, Great Imani, what's up? What's up, Kwame? All right, Kwame is visiting us on Spreaker. Let's give him a round of applause. We're moving the family over to our podcasting platform. Why? Because it's more beneficial for us. What's going on, baby?
Grandma said taste it and tell us what it needs.
Okay. Oh, this is good.
I made it.
All right. Can you put some a little bit more Brags, please?
Brags?
Because it's too sweet, too much sugar.
Okay.
A little bit of ambrosia. Take some ambrosia up. Put some ambrosia in there. Mm-hmm. There's ambrosia in the refrigerator, just a little bit. I'm sorry. Real life is Gye-Nyame. Oh man, my clock is running. Oh. Well, anyway, the best way for us, the best thing that's working for us is the podcast. So, family, you know what I'm saying? We want to try to get all of y'all to go to our podcast. You can find it. We are on Spreaker. You can find it under High Tim, or you can find it under Gye-Nyame Journey Show. Look up Gye-Nyame Journey. Right? Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you how to get to our main page.
She said,
our public, huh?
She said, what is it?
Ambrosia?
No, Brax.
Brags is the black sauce that you call soy sauce.
Oh.
Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Just look up Gye-Nyame Journey Media. And you'll be able to find us on Spreaker podcast, so you could be walking around listening to us as we go and grow. Right? So, the recorder is running. And the story we're going to hit today is called Make It Happen. Let's make it happen. Make it happen. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Many of y'all have heard conversations with Gye-Nyame on the show or in different places where there's an issue where it's hard or maybe impossible. And you heard us use the term very simply, make it happen. This is where it's from. But also, you're going to learn a little bit about the undergirdings of the myth of Gye-Nyame, of G first. Right? But anyway, let's keep it going. Make it happen. Stories have been used. Well, this is a haiku by Hatim. Stories have been used to teach people about life. Let's bring stories back. Stories have been used, 5, to teach people about, to teach people about life. You see, 7. Let's bring stories back. I know how y'all waiting for me to slip. I know. It's cool though. It's cool, Kwame. They're praying for my downfall. It's cool. So here we go. Once there was a master who was well known for his skill in helping his students become conscious. It was said that he had gained his knowledge from a long-forgotten people, and before they left this world, they gave him the secrets of life and death. Some even said that he was immortal, because his legend was known by the young and old. He was known to travel a certain road on a periodic journey from the mountains to the sea. He had only 7 rules that were known throughout the world as the 7 B's. That's B-E. 7 B's. 7 things you got to be. that his disciples were to adhere to. Be truth, be just, be righteous, be mindful of reciprocity, be in balance, be in order, be harmony. All right, now, because I want to go back over this real quick. Those Gye-Nyame that's listening, you need to go back and look at your story of Gye-Nyame to figure out who is the people that this person came from. But he actually didn't come from the people. His teacher came from the people, and his teacher was G. All right, but anyway. Children all over the world taught these 7 B's because their parents hope that one day they will be the disciple of the master and maybe become a teacher, Teacha, or better yet, a master themselves. While standing on the beach admiring the ocean, this master was approached by a wannabe disciple. The wannabe bowed and said, "Kind sir, allow me to be your student." The master responded, "For what? I have nothing to teach you." The disciple raised his head and told the master the stories he heard about him and his famous students throughout time and begged the master to take him in. The master refused and began to walk back to the mountains. The student followed, pleading along the way. Every day the master told the wannabe, "Go away from me. I have nothing to teach you." And every day the wannabe responded with the stories of the master and his past students, and finally he would end by telling the master how he had dreamed of this opportunity his whole life. After 3 months on the journey and a constant pleading from the wannabe, the master stopped and accepted him. The master asked the wannabe, did he know the 7 B's? And the wannabe recited them. The master then looked at the young man and said to him, "It is good that you know the 7 B's, but the true challenge is in living them. Can you live them?" The wannabe fell to his knees and thanked the master and assured him that he could live them. The master then told him, "My training is hard, and I accept no excuses. When the training gets too hard for you, feel free to leave because I hold no hostages. Consciousness is a choice." Let me say that again. Consciousness is a choice. We hold no hostages. We hold no prisoners. If you don't want to be here, don't stay here. You don't have to. We're not going to pursue you. We're not going to beg you. Get the fuck up out the way and make room for somebody else, because there's so few of us that have time, that we got a little bit of time that we have to go and we have to pass on shit rather than dealing with you fake individuals that feel like you being held. I don't want you to think you being held. So at this point in time in Gye-Nyame, if you are still here and have doing shit, right, and taking up space for somebody else, we may need to consider you an agent. Consciousness is a choice. The master looked around and said, "I guess this is as good a place as any to do our training. I have some basic needs, and as my wannabe, you must fulfill them. Is that understood?" The wannabe shook his head to let the master know that he understood. Now, a wannabe is somebody that want to be in your organization, want to be part of your group, right? Very special individuals, right? Because it's like you got people who are interested, but you have wannabes. You have wannabes. And it's not a negative term. It's a term for someone who is serious in their pursuit, all right? The first task that the master sent the wannabe on was to retrieve some food. The wannabe did this happily on a daily basis until his savings ran out. When the master demanded food on the 10th day, the disciple responded, "Master, we have no more money to eat with." The master looked at the wannabe with a smile and stated, "Make it happen." See, now, please understand, when we reach our, what we call in Gye-Nyame, our self-perceived limitations, right? When we reach those, this is what the teacher is for. The teacher is to help you, push you through, right, those limitations that you have created in your mind. All right? Now, hold on. With a smile and stated, wannabe, with a smile, let's start. The master looked at the wannabe with a smile and stated, "Make it happen." The young man left troubled, not knowing how he would retrieve the food. Just before he got out of sight, the master yelled out, "Don't forget the 7 B's. If you violate them, I will know and not be here when you return." That's alarm. We cool. What y'all think about that? So now, you gotta make it happen. So I send you out on a mission, but you got to make it happen within limits. Freedom within limits. Where is it at? Where you at, baby? Come here. Ooh, man, hey, y'all think Gye-Nyame playing? Freedom within limits. Freedom within limits. You could get the food, but you have to do them within these limits. You could build the business, but you got to build them within these limits. You could get this, you could get that, you could build that, you could buy that, but within these limits. All right, I'm gonna stop. This went on for months, and at first, the wannabe wanted to give up, but he hung in there, and retrieving enough food for him and his master every day became easier and easier. After being with his master for 6 months, living in a tent outside of town, the master woke up one morning and decided that they needed a house in town for his lessons to continue with the wannabe. So now they living in a tent outside. The wannabe over the last 6 months has mastered the ability of getting out here and getting food. That's nothing now, right? At first it was impossible, but he was able to do it within the 7 B's, and he figured out how to do it within the limits that he was given, and he did it. The wannabe immediately looked at the master. Wait, hold on. Let's go back. The master woke up one morning and decided that they needed a house in town for his lessons to continue with the wannabe. The wannabe immediately looked at the master as if he had lost his mind. Looking at his master, he thought to himself, "How does this man expect me to get a house in this town without money? Hell, we are just now getting to a point where we can eat well daily." Not only did he want a house, but he wants at least a 5-bedroom house. The wannabe looked at his master to protest, but before he got a word out, the master raised his hands and stated, "No prisoners. If it is too hard, keep walking. Other than that, make it happen." Let's say it again. No prisoners. If it is too hard, keep walking. Other than that, make it happen. And by the way, you must keep the 7 B's, for if you do not, I will be able to tell, and I won't be here when you return. The young man left the campsite, at first confused. Then he was upset. He relaxed and figured that if others had been able to accomplish the task that his master had put before them, so could he. Plus, the wannabe felt he had invested too much time with his master and had come no closer to consciousness. The wannabe focused all his efforts and his thoughts on fulfilling his master's wish. Now, I want you to understand this, because there is a secret in that piece right there, right? And I want you to go back, and I want you, if you don't have the book, get the book. If you got this, rewind it, because I'm gonna read this for you one more time, because I want you to get this, right? Hold on. The wannabe focused all his efforts and his thoughts on fulfilling his master's wish. The wannabe continued to provide food daily for his master, but the majority of his time was spent seeking a way to purchase a house as he was instructed. 2 years passed, and finally, the wannabe was able to move his master into their 5-bedroom house. It didn't happen miraculously, right? When I was putting this together, I didn't want any miracles to happen. But what I wanted to happen was stuff that I saw in my own experience, in my own journey. I wanted to be able to share with it, right? Because this is one of the keys. Often, if we are working for things bigger than ourselves, outside of ourselves, it's easy for us to put our nose down, put our head down, and put our nose to the grindstone and get it done. But when it comes to us, I could chill. This is why people don't understand why Gye-Nyame is so important to me, because if it comes to me, I don't need that much shit, right? You know what I'm saying? I could work just hard enough for me and my kids and my wife to live. I could work just hard enough for that, right? But I got other things that need to happen. I got grandkids. I got nieces and nephews, right? I got tribe. So I have to keep my nose down to the grindstone and grind for something bigger than myself because it's legacy. Because I don't know if one of my children is going to step up. I pray that one of my children will step up and do what I do. But history has shown me that it's not necessarily somebody even in your bloodline that may come in and do and take over what it is. This is why, Gye-Nyame, we say blood is thicker than water, but spirit is thicker than blood. Some of you experience these type of relationships where you are closer with individuals that are not blood related to you, but it's just something in their spirit. It's something in who they are that makes them, that brings them closer to you. Anyway, but after 2 years, it took him 2 years to get it, but he was able to get it. So he's living in a tent for 2 years, able to eat. Through all weather, all time, this wannabe had to provide the tent. He had to provide all that stuff and make sure everything was comfortable for his master. But eventually he was able to move him to a house. Next, the master told the wannabe the house was too big for just the two of them. So he instructed the wannabe to bring some students to the house. The wannabe looked at the master confused, and before the master could say a word, the wannabe stated, I know. Make it happen. The wannabe was really confused because how was he to bring people to his master when he had learned nothing himself? The wannabe went out and attracted some followers for his master and brought them to the house. Many of them moved in and left the wannabe no place to sleep on many nights. The wannabe was responsible for feeding and providing the basic needs for everyone in the house. And I know some of y'all out there tripping on this shit. I know some of y'all out here tripping on this. But please, hang in there, right? Listen. The wannabe did complain because he already knew his master's answer. What was his answer? Y'all should know this by now. Everybody in Gye-Nyame, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's been in Gye-Nyame any of my time, I already know. Make it happen. Goddamn. Shut up. Make it happen. See, and I done seen this shit work. I ain't just writing this shit from some wishful thinking shit. Right? From some secret bullshit out there that a lot of y'all get into, right? I done seen this shit work. Right? I done been in situations where after people done seen me make shit happen for them, and then now they're in the position of the wannabe, and I'll be like, yo, then this year, because that's basically what a wannabe is, we $2,000 short for this trip. They could make it happen. What the fuck are you talking to me for? What you want some secret to the universe, some secret sauce to make the nigga make it happen? The fuck? We can't take these. No, shit. They're gonna be on the butt. So what you gonna do? Make it happen. All right? Oh, we ain't got enough money for the. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want y'all to think about just with the crab board that we did this summer. We ain't got no money. But you know what? Motherfuckers left out of that motherfucker taking shit home. You know, but I'm just saying, make it happen. But he had to make sure he followed the 7 B's. This went on for years. Damn, this shit is good. Sister Kim, shouts out to Sister Kim. Let's give her a round of applause. Her and her husband, because this shit is fire. I'm scared to drink the rest. I'm like, God, Lord have mercy. Anyway, make it happen. But he had to make sure he followed the 7 B's. This went on for years. So now I want y'all to understand, this wannabe served his master. Set his master up so that he was able to eat every day. Set his master up so that he was able to be housed, at first in a tent, and then moved to a 5-bedroom house where the teachings could be taught through. And this wannabe supported everybody in the house. Hold on. But he had to make sure that he followed 7Bs. This went on for years. And wannabe got so good at making it happen that the house became prosperous. The wannabe didn't even mind that it appeared that the master spent all his time teaching others. Many people in the house thought he was the servant. One day the master called the wannabe to his quarters and told the young man that one of his master's students was coming to town soon and the master wanted to throw a feast for him. The master stated that this was one of his best students and that the message that he would give to the crowd would change lives and may even bring the wannabe to the consciousness he was seeking. The master told the wannabe that he wanted to provide a feast for 300 people and that the wannabe was to provide the food and the space for this event. Now, I want you to think about the impossible task that was thrown before this wannabe. Now, not only do I have to support the people in the house, now I have to prepare, I have to find a way to make it possible for a feast for over 300 people. How? All right, hold on. Feast for 300 people, and the wannabe was to provide the food and the space for this event. Now, the wannabe was first struck by conflicting emotion. He was angry because how could the master tell him that some stranger was going to give him something that the master was supposed to give him? Think about this shit. Now, I really want y'all to dig into this. He was mad because wait, hold on. I'm going to bring somebody else in that's supposed to give me something that I have dedicated the last few years of my life to you for, and you telling me that this person is going to come from the outside and give me something that you going to give me, you old crotchety mother. You know, the only thing I can say is, ancestors help me.
Bitch, please.
Are you serious? Hold on. Stranger was going to give him something the master was supposed to give him. The wannabe had fulfilled all of his master's wishes and felt that he was a good disciple. Why was he being treated like a servant while all these other students ate and survived from him, making it happen? Everybody around him were benefiting from him making it happen, but they were not initiates. They were not students, or he thought they were students. And he's providing for them, and they get to sit and talk with the master all day while he's out making it happen. He's starting to feel abused. He's starting to feel used. He don't understand what's going on. And this is where a lot of us end up at. We don't realize that we are going through our rites of passage. We don't realize that we're going through our initiations. And many times when we think that the life or our masters or whatever you want to call them are taking advantage of us, when in fact something else deeper going on. This wannabe got to deal with his emotions. He got to learn to control his emotions, right? But I'm gonna bring this home at the end. Hold on, I got to bring it home at the end. So I'm gonna start over again here. I'm gonna start. Why was he being treated like a servant while all these other students ate and survived from him making it happen? Then the wannabes looked at all the years that this had been going on and got sorrowful. All the time that the wannabe was wrestling with these emotions, the master was standing right there looking at him as if he was looking into his soul and reading him like a book. The wannabe remembered why he was there. He remembered the stories told about his master when he was young. He remembered how far they had come, and most of all, he remembered the love that he had for this sometime cruel man who had become more than his master, but his father. The wannabe looked the master in the eyes laughingly and stated, I know. make it happen. The wannabe made the preparations. Finally, the day arrived. The people came from near and far to hear from this master student that was to come and change their lives and possibly bring a gift of consciousness to some. The wannabe, as usual, took his place humbly in the crowd. As his master went to the podium, the room broke out in cheers for him. As the master strutted toward the podium, he waited for the cheers to stop, and he asked for his wannabe to come to the front of the room. At that time, the wannabe got nervous because he was wondering what the master wanted. He knew everything had been taken care of. There was plenty of food, and everyone appeared comfortable. So as he approached slowly, the master grabbed him by his arm and marched him to the back, and the crowd grew silent. The master looked into the wannabe's eyes and said, "My time to return to my life's journey has come, and your time to begin your journey is now here. Are you ready?" The wannabe was shocked and did not understand. He thought this was a mean joke and asked the master, "What are you talking about?" The master replied, "My son, you are the master student that all this was put together for." This is why I say this shit come through me. I didn't write this shit. This shit came through me. You are the master student that all this was put together for. The wannabe stepped back away from the master in amazement. How could this be? I don't understand. How could I be your master student when you have taught me nothing? The master smiled. And listen, the master smiled and looked into the student's eyes and said, "My son, I told you I have nothing to teach you." My son, I told you when you first approached me that I had nothing to teach you. All that you needed was in you. I just had to help you bring it out. I guess you expecting to sit around and discuss ideas like the people in your house. Now I want you to hear this. I guess you were expecting to sit around and discuss ideas like the people in your house. So this initiate, this wannabe, built all this shit, and he thought all the people that was sitting around the master was actually getting a lesson. But all they was getting was conversation. The whole time, the wannabe had to dig down into himself or herself and pull something bigger so that they could make sure all this shit was happening. All of it was happening because the wannabe made it exist. The wannabe wanted it to be. I'm going to stop. I'm going to just read that. I guess you were expecting to sit around and discuss ideas like the people in your house. And I get people like this all the time. They think that building, they think that what we do is about goddamn talking, but it's not. They think this is why when you hear somebody from Gye-Nyame say, "Make it happen," it's different than when somebody else is saying it. Make it happen. Because you got to have an understanding, because that's where the lesson is. I let y'all think it's in these goddamn books. It's not in the books. It's in us doing for our community. It's in us doing. And then writing it down and passing it down so that other people can experience it and hear it. Because think about this. What made this student hold on to this master was the stories that went around about the master prior to. So this means that other people was talking about it. Other people was talking about the lessons and talking about the master. But how y'all can't wrap y'all minds around this shit? Y'all think it's just about this, but it's about bringing all 5 parts of the human being to work together so that you can make shit happen. It ain't about you being able to out talk somebody, out debate somebody. I got niggas around me all the time trying to out talk and out debate. I'm sick of that shit. Let's get to building. I'm sorry. I guess you expecting to sit around and discuss ideas like people in your house. In your house. That was and still remains a waste of time. But more importantly, a test for you. While you were out making it happen, they lived and still live off your kindness and love for the journey you are on. You learn how to control your emotions and how to focus your thoughts and create something from nothing while adhering to the 7 B's. My son, you had the ultimate lesson. You were my best and only student. The rest of the people in the house were just people interested in hearing themselves talk. They had nothing to learn because they felt they knew it all. Now it is time for you to share the lesson you have gained from being involved with life and making it happen in the world. And it's time for me to leave. The wannabe's eyes filled up with tears, for he could not deny the truth of his master's words. Master, I'm not ready. The master began to laugh. For the first time in all the years they had been together, he said the words that the wannabe had always wanted to hear. My beloved disciple, how could you ever believe that you are not ready when you have created all of this? You created the house we live in and teach in. You created the lifestyle in which we live. You made it possible for people to eat every day. And on top of all that, you humbly serve all. The now disciple looked at his master and stated, but master, I did all this for you. The master simply responded, I want y'all to listen to this because this is where you are able. This is why sometimes you might need to go on and move to something bigger so then you can realize that you can make it happen regardless. The master simply responded, now, hold on. But master, I did all this for you. The master simply responded, now do it for yourself and the world. The master walked out to the podium, got everyone's attention, and introduced his master student. The disciple walked to the podium and began to speak. The words just flowed through him, and the awakening he had been waiting for happened. As the words flowed through the master's student, and the glow of consciousness flowed over him, the master left and completed his journey. And his former wannabe, now disciple, and master student started his. Use the story builder sheet to break down the story and find your lesson. Good God Almighty. I love that story. This is 32 minutes. I almost started crying and shit. I'm sorry. But anyway, family, that is the rant for the day. Took a little bit longer, but that's the story we want to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Those that know, those that don't, your fault. But anyway, Anime, if you could, baby, please. Can I get my theme music? And by the way, class dismissed. Now get the hell up out of my classroom. All right. Man. So tomorrow we're going to go into the scroll. So now that was one of the students. That was one of the teachers. That was one of the students of G. Right? And then he produced a master student. So we don't know. If you ain't in, you don't know how many students came from that master student. You don't even know the master student's name. All you know is that he was a wannabe. Right? But then there is a name for that master student. But like I said, you might find that out in the next story. But anyway, those are the stories. And that is not the totality of the book, right? Just our stories, right? Because after we do the stories and you do the story builder sheet and boom, 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 we move you to the next level. But anyway, that's all in the training. Y'all too busy. It's a busy life. Y'all too busy for us out there. But anyway, it's time for us to do our toast. Let's do the toast. First off, hold on. Let me turn it off. Boom. Those of you that want to get your ancestors on the list, it is a simple process to follow. What you have to do and to get your ancestors on our daily toast list, which will air every morning at 5:40. It feels kind of good to actually say that because I used to have to be like, because I'll sometimes be running late and, boom, boom, boom. But every morning at 5:45 a.m., we will be doing our toast. And we invite you out to join us. And if you want to get your ancestors on the list, it's simple. And this is how you do it. Tell them how to do it, brother. Can I have a second to tell them? Right? This is how you do it. You ready? All you have to do is once you go to gnj.media and sign up for the email list, you're going to go to gnj.media and you're going to sign up for the email list. Once you sign up for the email list, you'll start receiving daily emails. In receiving those daily emails, you are going to be able to respond to those daily emails. You just click reply, and my email address will pop up. I want you to go to my email address. And I want you to send me an email. And in the subject line or the title of the email, put Daily Toast, right? Put ancestors that we want to add to the list, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you put. We're going to find a way to find what you wrote, and we're going to add those ancestors to the list. It would be our pleasure to add your ancestors to our list, okay? So we'll do that, and all I can say is thank you in advance. Thank you in advance. Thank you for trusting us with your ancestors and all that. So it is what it is, all right? So y'all got that. Y'all know how to do it. So now let's go on and do our toast for right now. We are in the Imani moment, so we already toasted everything. Now we're going to toast this moment. We lift up our glass. We salute our creator by whatever name you choose to call a creator. Lift up our glass. We salute that creator, and we say Ashe. And then finally, we lift up our ancestors, our personal ancestors. We lift them up high. We lift them up strongly, and we say words of power because we already called their names, and we want to follow up the name with another toast. We lift it up, and we say Ashe. This ain't last, but we're going to lift up our personal moment. Family, right now we lift up our glass because we recognize the power of the moment. The moment is important, and we need to take what the time that our ancestors have given us and the space that our ancestors have given us, and instead of sectioning it off and selling it off, because we're selling our time cheaply at these jobs. We're selling our space cheaply. We need to start holding on to it and start figuring out how to build it up. So we can build up the space and time that we pass on to the next generation. Because we're responsible for holding and nurturing and building upon what our ancestors have left us. And the only question I got to ask you is, what the hell are you doing? Are you making it happen? Or are you letting it happen to you? Because there's a real difference. So in this toast, we want to toast the moment. We want to celebrate the moment. Right now, we are in Imani. I ask you to open up your reticular formation. Seek out Imani. It's around you. Bring your principles to life. Bring our culture to life. Bring your culture to work with you. Bring your culture everywhere you go with you. Don't feel uncomfortable, because other people want to make you feel uncomfortable around their shit, because that means there's a sense of respect in you, and that's cool. You should have respect for other people's culture and other people's belief, but in return, they need to have that respect for yours. Because just like they could raise armies, we could raise armies if that's what it's about, homie. Right? So we lift up our glass. We salute the power in this moment. Right now we are in Imani. I actually open up your reticular formation. Find Imani. It's all around you. For those that don't speak the language, Imani means faith. The modic principle for the day is harmony. Trust is what we teach in the M7. Red is the color, as you can see by the shirt. And you can support Gye-Nyame Journey by going out to merch.gnj.media and getting your shirt. Come on now, support us. Gender is the hermetic law or hermetic principle for the day. Male name is Kwesi, female name is Akasua. We lift up our glass, we salute this moment and this moment of power, and we say Ashe. Last but not least, family, we're going to lift up the toast to our children. Once again, our children unto infinity, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And we saying Gye-Nyame cat in, because this is our thing. So, I'm going to go and sip on this. We're going to do some sounds.
Stuff like that.
All right, we up. We done. Peace out, fam.